Hello, and welcome to episode number 32 of Drill Souls 2. Sure, punch all the teeth out of my mouth for having an opinion. I'm your host, Niko, they, them, and I'm joined as always by Peregrine, they, them.
I had so many plans for an intro, and now none of them feel worth it. So, congratulations.
So it goes. We also have Mo, he, him.
Now you know how I feel, Peregrine. I will say, Yu-Gi-Oh! Never met him.
And we also have Sparkletone, they, them.
No more of this anti-union rhetoric out of Nintendo. Nintendo let the Chucksters unionize. Recognize their collective bargaining unit. They deserve fair wages for throwing Mario into a pit. Like 3 times out of 5.
Yep, the dog agrees.
Yep, she does. She might be a vocal. She's been on.
Yeah, so our special 5th guest for tonight. So last week we did some more stuff in Brume Tower. So
where Dr. Steve's cousin lives.
Yeah. So I think that which one is
There is
this?
no reason to start at that bonfire right now.
Okay, I just don't remember which one's which. If we're gonna start out, I think we should start out with the big blue boy, because I was running into a little bit of a wall last week, and I think that taking the time to learn the fight and download it, so to speak, would probably be what I need.
So to get to the challenge area, we go down this elevator, and
we dive into the mellow.
One of the doors somewhere around here.
I was trying to explain the majesty of aquatic mine to Mo before the stream, and it just felt appropriate.
Was there not a closer bonfire?
Oh,
well,
dang, there is water coming down in this mine.
Anyway, unless you want to go back up the stairs.
Okay.
We'll take the elevator.
We'll see what's down here. I'm sure it's not my untimely demise.
Lemon is watching too, because otherwise she's just gonna bark. So I'm making sure she...
Oh, this is it. Okay.
Won't bark.
Yeah.
And also, if she does
I...
bark, she's right next to the microphone. So,
good.
Where is this in the menus?
Just a little trade-off there.
Oh, I can check. It might be a separate whole thing.
Yeah, I guess it is. Cause okay.
Yeah, it's this one. Okay.
Yeah, that's what threw me. Because I know what the one we don't have in the tower proper is.
Having a puppy makes me realize how exhausting having a kid would be. And I'm good with puppies.
I mean, legit, this is why I never want children or pets.
Pet's good. You have pets. You have pet purrs.
So a feature of plants, just to explain this for all you pet owners that don't take care of plants.
Don't say plants don't have emotions.
Plants don't die if you forget to feed them for a week.
Do plants bark?
Some plants will absolutely die if you forget to feed them for a week.
Not a lot of them will come back. They won't be happy about it necessarily.
Some are just toast, though, is the thing.
Well, and you can set up you can put them in soils that are designed to help ensure they don't die.
Hello to this friend who dropped down from
the
ledge above.
So what's the I'm doing 10 puppy belly scratches for every death. Peregrine, what are you doing?
Actually, what would you like me to do tonight, Mo?
You've been doing a lot of upper body, so why not just lunges?
Oh, lunges? All right. Because I was thinking, could do
8 lunges each leg per death. Or 6, no, 8 is too much. 6 lunges each leg per death.
Okay.
Can't skip leg day. That's for what it's worth. If I didn't run today, that's what I was going to do tonight. But then I ended up going for a run today. My dog is now currently asleep on my lap. She just was barking because she wanted to be held, and that's incredibly cute.
There you go.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
Plants don't do that.
They don't. You got it. Nope, that's a key. You found the biggest difference between dogs and plants.
Uh-huh. You know what would be far out is a plant that was a mammal.
Are fleas just aphids for dogs?
Yes. Aren't they? Like, aren't they probably very similar? Like,
Oh my
Conceptual. Good God.
taxonomy,
Counter damage.
taxonomically.
I will say, you know what? I do have a book that would give us this answer.
I
my
also
gut-
have a book that would give us this answer. It's called Wikipedia.
Well, I have. Good luck. I will say that like there is, like, bed bugs appeared in my guide to the insects of Northwest, or bugs of like the Pacific Northwest.
Well, don't get
in
them.
a
Ooh.
position that I did not expect them in. 'Cause
Sparkletone
they are-
bringing the content tonight.
I got a
Yes?
group DM I'm in for exchanging often the horrible memes that I am probably a bad person for ever seeing or thinking about. Decided to come with food content tonight.
Ranch. I'm just gonna read a selection of these.
Oh no.
Wait,
Maybe I'll read one.
I sent these in the
Ooh.
wrong order. You should read this one first, and then you can read the other thing.
I hate it.
This isn't even untrue.
I'm gonna just.
Say it.
You know what? I'm just gonna.
Bologna is
kill
hot
things.
dogs for people who like pancakes. That's not like that's. Liverwurst is hot dogs for people who like artichoke dip. It's not. Once you're in the realm of like badly like bad for you cased meats, there's a lot of lateral movement you can do there.
Get my bug book while Mo waxes poetic on me.
I'm going to, in a show of solidarity with Peregrine, for every death, and I think we've had 2 deaths so far, 1 death?
3.
3 deaths so far. I'm going to read 1 ranch ranking, starting at the lowest ranch ranking. So, I've got 3 to do so far. We have, at number 14, for the ranch rankings of the Something News Republic, Tuesday, June 25th, 2019. Number 14, Walden Farm Ranch Rankings. We don't just use the creamy white dressing for our vegetables. We use it as a dip for our pizza, wings, chips, cheese curds, and egg rolls. As a marinade for meats to throw on the grill, and as topping for nacho. You don't need to put ranch on nachos. Nachos are their own fucking thing. Burgers and more. Which brand is best? There was only one way to find out, a blind tasting. We tried 14 brands of bottled, shelf-stable plain ranch dressings. Number 14, Walden Farms Ranch Dressing. The consistency was watery and thin. Many complained of a dirty water or chemical flavor, but one optimistically said that it could be the kind of ranch used for bagged iceberg lettuce or a cheap banquet salad. This would make anyone hate ranch, even ranch lovers, one wrote. Okay, so that's number 14. 13.
I first read
Annie's-
this as Anime's Cowgirl Ranch Dressing, which is a very different branding
It is,
idea than
indeed.
what's here.
Hey, you have been playing a lot of Judgment, so...
It's a good game.
I have issues, but if you're enjoying it, then enjoy it. My issues are not with the game as much as larger issues.
With anime.
With drug laws. Annie's Cowgirl Ranch dressing. Tasters hated the consistency, saying that it was too watery and looked oddly gray, drab, and sad. It smelled like feet or sweat and tasted like bad cheese with a powdery aftertaste. They said, I couldn't taste it again. Number 12. There is another death that happened. So number 12, we're going down to number 11 right now. Number 12.
Wait, is there...
Sir Kensington's Avocado Oil Ranch. Describing its flavor as like lemon pledge or poppy seed dressing, tasters complained that this ranch was too salty, cloyingly sweet, and acidic. This is super gross, one taster wrote. I will vouch for Sir Kensington stuff being gross. Sir Kensington's Dijon mustard. I'm a Dijon mustard. I like Dijon on like a lot of things, so I have brands I like, brands I don't like, and Sir Kensington's Dijon mustard can do one. Number 11, Organics. Organics. Wait. Organics Ranch.
Yeah,
organic
that's
dressing.
the Whole Foods brand, I think.
Yes. While this Rachna, this is a typo in the article, it is RACNH, evoked childhood memories for one taster, others complained that it tasted like spoiled dairy with an overpowering tartness. Another complained that it tasted like fish or mayo, neither of which were what they wanted in a ranch dressing. So,
well, let's ask the blue smelter demon what they
we're gonna
think.
stop there. We're at number 10, which is a vegan ranch, which nothing can go wrong there. I'm sure that one tastes exactly like what people who want
Wait,
ranch
what's not
dressing.
vegan in ranch dressing?
The cream and the egg.
Oh. Why would... There's dairy in ranch?
It's a cream.
Then why does it taste like
Ranch
shit?
is like literally a cream sauce with like a sprinkling of like whatever green herbs you have in your pantry. Like, oh yeah, oregano. Like toss a little oregano
But
in
it
there.
tastes so much more like vomit than any other cream product I know. Well, anyway, I have an update, which is Peregrine was right. Fleas are in a different order than aphids. Lice are likewise in a different order, but aphids and bedbugs are in the same order.
What is the thing that they are all the same part of?
They would all probably be in the same.
Didn't I share a whole tweet about this that helps you remember the hierarchy of categories for animals
you posted
with
that tweet?
emoji?
I don't know how to interpret that tweet.
Let's see. What are the major phyla? Arthropoda. I believe they're all in Arthropoda.
Okay, so I was right too.
There's
Well,
also,
so Arthropoda is a big fucking group.
Dia Homestyle. Go do some lunges. Dia Homestyle ranch dressing. One taster said that despite being strangely sweet, the dressing had texture and flavor profiles one would expect from ranch dressing. Another participant wrote that though the dressing looked cheap, it tasted better than expected.
all I will note is that this is the dressing that Mo just read the blurb for is not the cheapest one on the list.
Is not what?
Not the cheapest one on the list.
Oh, should I be... Oh, no, it's like the most expensive one on the list, actually. It is... Wait, no. Sir Kensington's is the most expensive so far. Sir Kensington's so far is the most expensive at $7.69 per 9 ounces. The Daya is second at $4.99 per 8.36 ounces. But since there was a death, number 9, Newman's Own Ranch Dressing. Shoutouts to
Oh,
Paul
good old
Newman.
Newman.
Shoutouts to Paul Newman. With a runny consistency and evident spices, Newman's was super sweet and sour with a chemical note. Some said it tasted like a factory, and others complained it was too citrusy, almost like an Airhead candy. What the fuck? I feel like I've eaten.
Why? God,
It's this like slow effect
just-
is really fucking me up.
welcome to
365
welcome to, like, stops my
organic
stamina
ranch
every
dressing.
time. or something.
Peregrine just doing lunges for 2 hours
What
straight.
the fuck did you think was gonna happen when we started the DLC? You think I was gonna just breeze through shit?
I just want to ask, is there another fight that we could or should be doing before this fight?
There is some
Well-
exploration we could do, but this is entirely optional, and the reward is not really of any interest to us.
Well, my reward is Peregrine doing a bunch of lunges.
Peregrine's gonna get
so.
fucking swole. So that's all of our rewards, really.
The thing for me is also that like I feel like this run up has been very inconsistent, and that's why I'm just fighting these enemies just so that way they will
Gonna-
depop.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
By the end of this recording, I'm gonna need to catch a grass-type Pokemon and open up a gym in Poke UK.
No one knows what that means. Number 8, 365 organic ranch dressing. Multiple people said it tasted like less like ranch and more like Caesar, writing the flavor off and saying it was totally unbalanced. One taster said it was pretending it's ranch, but others said it may be good on salad, pizza, or fries. What is with... This is some Chicago-ass shit. What is
This
with...
is a Wisconsin paper. The blurb at the start was attributed to the Chicago Tribune.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if the rankings are, or if that was... I have questions.
Listen, you can try and dodge this shame for your city if you like, but
I don't see any
we all
shame
know
in
where
this.
the
This
ranch...
is absolutely as bizarre as you would get in any good Midwestern town.
We all know where the ranch comes home to roost. And it's in Chicago on its pizza.
Oh,
That is-
you keep ranch away from pizza.
Apparently Chicagoans don't. They're like, you know what pizza needs? Mayonnaise with a little oregano in it.
That is not what ranch dressing
I'm
is.
actually gonna do a... Remember when I did that deep dive on what pimento was? like 3 months ago?
Welcome to Mo Knows, where Mo pretends to know things. Tonight's topic.
Oh my god, that is... I would... Listen, that is a podcast that would unseat Car Talk from the best of hobbies.
Car Talk has been over for a few years
But the
now.
podcast still exists because they just chop up the old episodes.
It's weird to me, now that I hear it out loud, to call Car Talk a podcast.
What else is it?
It's a radio program.
I
Like,
don't
it was a
understand.
radio...
I'm not understanding the difference.
Okay, yes. Think of it this way. Before the Star Wars prequels, pod racing didn't exist.
So
And so anything that would have been any pod racer memes for Star Wars would have gone by a different name until the release of the film.
I don't think we called them memes in 1999.
So the
It's
Car
been a
Talk
while,
had
but-
the Car Talk needed midichlorians, and then they got them, and now they're a podcast. Is that it?
Yeah, that's basically
That's
it.
what it works. Okay, so ranch dressing is a type of salad dressing made of some combination of... Oh my god, the way this is written is incredible. Okay, so it's made of some combination of buttermilk, salt, garlic, onion, mustard, herbs, commonly chives, parsley, and dill, and spices, commonly black pepper, paprika, and ground mustard seed, mixed into a sauce based on mayonnaise. So you have a buttermilk sauce that is then just mixed with mayonnaise.
Oh,
to
I know
make
why
it
it tastes
bad.
like vomit. It's because it is mayonnaise that you purposely try to make taste like vomit by adding things like buttermilk to it.
Well, or it's a perfectly good salad dressing mixed with mayonnaise.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you could go that way.
Could end it. Oh my god, this picture is like... where did they find this from? It's two. Have we had any deaths that I need to...
Not yet.
Still going strong.
But we're 3 S's left, so.
Wow, ye little faith.
I mean, we didn't go with the faith build, so.
Let's try to
We
kill
still
that
have
NPC
soul
anyway.
vessels.
Anyway, Mo, to further answer your insect question, the thing that the flea and the aphid have in common is that they are
Oh,
both
fuck.
insects.
Yeah.
But that's basically like as far as you can go.
As far as you can go before you
That might have been my best attempt yet.
That was very definitely your best attempt so far. So you're starting to get it.
I feel like only going for one follow-up attack after dodging is like the key there, because I was just having serious stamina problems when I was doing 2 attacks. Because like it doesn't leave me enough time to regen and then roll out of the next attack. So
Number 7.
And the other thing I would just remind you of is that when he does the big sword plant, and if the sword is still in the ground and he starts kind of shrugging his shoulders, that means he's going to do the AoE.
Number
Because
7.
he doesn't always do the explode.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Sorry, I'm done.
Number 7.
Range me, please.
phrasing.
Simply organic, simply balanced organic best ranch dressing. This ultra thick, ultra Target brand dressing had a strong garlicky scent and a super thick consistency. One taster complemented its vinegar profile, but other participants had issues with it tasting too much like mayo. That just sounds like the worst of all possible worlds. It's like, hey, what do you dislike more than mayonnaise? A vinegar taste? Oh, what if you combined them and made it really thick? Not good.
That
thick
sounds like
with
the
2
Miracle Whip
Cs.
of ranch dressings.
Not good thick with a bunch
we'll
of
be
C's.
getting there.
But like,
if you think the Miracle Whip people don't have...
I think that's next. Actually, I'm not sure. But yeah, we will be getting.
I thought Miracle Whip was a craft thing.
Oh,
Craft
is it
with
craft?
a K is in the brand.
Oh, yeah, then, okay, well, we have 6 left, so if, I think the
Miracle
incentive,
Whip is a sauce condiment manufactured by Kraft Foods and sold throughout the United States and Canada.
Lem,
Whoa! Did you know that flies have like simple eyes above their compound eyes?
So
Lies?
you're saying they are basilisks?
I mean, kind of.
They're,
yeah.
they're
like,
domesticated basilisks.
I'm looking, except instead of like the 2 normal-looking eyes with the false eyes, they actually have like an eye tripod.
Like my phone does.
Huh. Learning a lot tonight.
Love to be in
Camera,
this crotch.
please.
So, does this fella just have really high magic resist, or?
Sure does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried that, and it was not really working out. So.
Is that just a blue thing? Like, blue is the...
Well, also keep in mind that when I fought the normal version of this boss, I fought with Lucatiel, so she kind of tanked the whole time, and I just stood there casting spells.
Yeah, I think this time we need a Blucatiel.
I mean, we can summon, or try for it anyway.
I think if I can get there consistently with without just taking a bunch of damage from NPCs, or not NPCs, from just like little goobers along the way, I will feel a lot better about it. It's just that like the run up is kind of long, and there's a lot of spots where it can just get hit. So I keep not attacking the right direction.
Well, your attack coming out of a roll is a thrust, so...
Oh, is that cleric already depopped? Making progress here. Come on. Oh, nope, there it is. Had to bait him out. I gotta go back in the hidey hole. Mo, did you read another ranch dressing?
They got you with a debuff for a moment.
I did not. Wait, am I muted? No, I'm not muted. I did not read another ranch dressing. I need to read a ranch dressing. I will read...
You'll run out at the rate you're going.
We have number 6, Wishbone Ranch Dressing. This is the kind of ranch dressing that one taster would serve to vegetable-averse children to convince them that vegetables are good. Okay. Tasters also said this was a lighter style and looked cheap on a table. What? How are people judging
I
the
only
cheapness
want
here?
extremely expensive-looking ranch dressing. Thank you very much.
Ranch dressing.
At least
People
People will
$2.50
think I am
a
putting
bottle.
on airs if they think my ranch dressing
Ranch
is the
dressing
fancy kind.
is like the listen, a lot of people like I'm on the other end of this with ketchup. I think ketchup goes on anything, and ketchup cheapens nothing. So I don't want to say that. I don't want to talk about ranch's potential cheapness or expensiveness. However, except for the fact that anyone else talking about ranch's cheapness or expensiveness in the context of other ranch dressings is a fucking fool. Because it's just ranch dressing.
Wow.
Blue cheese dressing is cheap until Gordon Ramsay gets his hands on it.
I bet Gordon Ramsay doesn't even like blue cheese.
I bet he does. I don't know.
Because that motherfucker can't even eat Hikaru without chucking it off of his ship's edge.
What's that?
That's fermented Greenland shark, prepared in the Icelandic
Have you
fashion.
ever eaten that?
Yeah, I have.
I also have. I sided with Gordo.
I mean, I wouldn't make a meal.
I sided with Gordo on this one.
It wasn't anything that needed vomiting, but
It is
you know.
one of the least enjoyable things I've ever put in my face.
Wow. Didn't realize you were so unadventurous.
Did you try putting
I thought you
ketchup
said
on
you'd
it?
eaten ranch dressing before.
But apparently only the cheap kind.
Yep.
Because
The kind that doesn't have
I will.
the kind that doesn't have pickled shark in it is the type that I've eaten.
I would eat a tub of Hikaru before I eat a spoonful of.
Oh my
This
god.
isn't the run. This is not
That's
the run.
absurd, and I don't agree with you.
I shouldn't say a tub. A tub implies a larger volume than I meant. I just meant like when I had it, it was like cubes of it in like a quarter to half cup container. But yeah, ranch dressing is repulsive to me. Like, I don't know what specifically it is, because the smell of it alone makes me very uncomfortable.
This conversation is more than a little alien to me because I have the same problem with ranch dressing that I do with most dressing type substances, which is just kind of it's the kind of thing that will very easily set off texture issues that I have, and so it's kind of.
Oh, you don't like the fat feel. You don't like the mouth feel of fatty sauces.
There is, if you're putting solid food in your mouth or you are ingesting a liquid, there is kind of a on the spectrum between those two things for like food and drink. There is kind of a middle ground where my body just decides that I should retch immediately.
Right, semi-solid. You don't like semi-solids.
Yeah, but not all of them. It's really weird and inconsistent.
Is it fat? Does it typically happen with things with like cream or like fat components in them, like mayonnaise?
Yes and no is the thing, because it's like I said, there's not like a consistent metric I can give you, because it's not it depends on the ratio of fat substance to other stuff in the food. Like soup is fine basically always.
I did it. He switches sides. That's the tell.
Like chowder is fine. Like you can eat clam chowder.
Fuck
yeah.
Just ranch with clams instead of pearls.
But
there's no buttermilk.
But like casserole, like certain kinds of casserole will.
There's no Okay.
But yeah,
all right.
I feel like I've
Ranch
talked
me
about
up.
this before.
Hot casserole take over here. Name a good one.
For a long time, it was assumed when I was a child that I was a super picky eater, and it turns out that it's I'm happy to try stuff like once, but so I'm not like picky that way, but figuring out that there was at least, even if there's no logical consistency, at least some sort of through line in the stuff that was like really grossing me out, for the most part, was helpful.
I mean, I'm that same way with like fruit generally, so I feel you. Oh, Mo was being weird about casseroles, right?
Yeah, what's a good name of good casserole?
Lasagna.
It's not a casserole, it's lasagna. Casseroles have mayonnaise in them.
What?
That's not necessarily true.
That
Name
is
a casserole
not-
that doesn't have mayonnaise
What?
in it.
First
That
of all,
isn't
it's cream of
also a
mushroom
different
soup,
thing.
you bore.
Cream of mushroom soup is mayonnaise.
That is false.
It's
I thought
mayonnaise.
the
mayonnaise.
defining element of
it's
a
mushroom
casserole
maize.
was that you put some stuff in a pan and then you put it in the oven and it is served out of the pan.
wait.
Another
I can't believe we're arguing about what is
Hold
and
on.
is not a
of
casserole.
it is that what? You're
Like, or
saying
there's a
was-
casserole dish which serves kind of the same
Lasagna
purpose.
is not a casserole.
Fucking checkmate, motherfucker. Typically, the cooked pasta is assembled with the other ingredients and then baked in an oven. The resulting lasagna casserole is cut into single-serving square portions.
Find me an Italian person who would call lasagna a casserole, and you're right, I guess. But until that moment,
Yeah, I'm sure shit. I'm not gonna say
Casserole
that.
is like a French. But that's
An
because it's a fucking
American
French.
casserole.
Hold on, is
with-
because last I checked, lasagna was Italian.
Is fucking cheese a French word?
I don't think fucking cheese is a word, actually. Period.
I guess you've never had a very good cheese then.
The only cheese I really eat is the Parmesan crisps you can get from Whole Foods.
I hate you.
Yeah, well.
There was a mention of
My stomach hates cheese. Go do some
There
lunches.
was a mention
Well,
of
wait again?
Wikipedia.
God damn it!
There was a mention of Wikipedia, and I am now looking at the Wikipedia entry for casserole, and I just want to note that this is the final sentence in this article. By the 1970s, casseroles took on a less than sophisticated image. And there's a
I think I win
there's
that
a
argument.
citation provided.
I'm just gonna say I won that. In my mind, there the Battle Royale victory music is playing. I've just gotten like 8 loot boxes, and none of them have casserole in it because they're not cursed.
I can't believe
Lasagna.
millennials
Yeah.
eat casseroles.
Lasagna
Casserole in it.
is not classy.
Number 5, Trader Joe's organic ranch dressing. For people who want a dressing that is on the sweeter end and without the tangy zip. What? How do you have? What? This is the one for you. An optimistic taster said it had potential if served with fries. Like,
Why would you put? Oh my god, I
why
hate.
is ranch? Like, I think that a big part of ranch dressing is like, if you like the word ranch isn't a flavor. It's gesturing toward like an idea that like people.
I mean, it is a flavor, and
like,
it comes in a bag in a powder form.
I just like that these descriptions have revealed that there are a broad spectrum of ranch flavors, much like coffee or wine or something.
And they're just as much full of shit as wine tasters.
Sure. I drink cheap wine.
All food has flavor that you can
Taste?
isolate on a number of spectra.
But my thing is that I feel like ranch as a concept is like gesturing toward the idea of like we're on a ranch. So this is what being on a ranch should taste like.
What the fuck does that mean?
Exactly. This is a bunch of like Midwestern suburban people fantasizing about being on a ranch, and so it tastes like mayonnaise with chives in it.
The Midwest isn't.
Mo is currently trying to reverse engineer the Don Draper-like conversation that resulted in this style of dressing being branded
here's the
as
thing.
ranch.
Alex, as long as you admit that there is a Don Draper conversation that resulted in this being called ranch, I'm fine with it. I don't have to be right about the specific vector of that conversation, but ranch is a bullshit construct that some Don Draper ass motherfucker was like, yeah, we'll call it ranch. It's really just mayonnaise with chives in it.
In the early 1950s, plumber Steve Henson developed what is now known as ranch dressing while working as a contractor for 3 years in the remote Alaskan bush.
It's the sewage sauce! I knew it! I knew it!
My guy was in Alaska and was like, this tastes like something.
In 1954, he and his wife Gail opened Hidden Valley Ranch, a dude ranch at the former Sweetwater Ranch on blah 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 in California, where they served it to customers. So
but was it actually?
It got invented in Alaska, and then the branding came once they moved it to California. This is totally a Mad Men episode.
It really
It even
is.
happened in 1954.
It's Don Draper got out of whatever war. Mad Men's old. I'm gonna spoil it. Spoilers for Mad Men in like 2 seconds. Mad Men. Don Draper moved to Alaska. He became a plumber and was like, you know what I need to do is start a ranch farm and call it ranch dressing. And that's the story of Mad Men. Betty Draper didn't like the ranch dressing. Pete, wait, is his name Pete? Pete,
Hold up. It gets better than the origin
Pete thought
story
there
or
should
the
be
Mad
more
Men goof.
paprika.
So, once Hidden Valley Ranch kind of blew up and started getting like nationally popular in the early 70s, Kraft Foods and General Foods started making their own dry seasoning packets labeled as ranch style, air quotes. As a result, they were both sued for trademark infringement by a Texas-based bean manufacturer, this says, ? I say. And so there was this whole big lawsuit over what ranch style anything meant. In the end, the judge in this case, 4 years later, ruled in favor of the ranch bean people that I just mentioned in a lengthy opinion that described various ranch style, quote unquote, and ranch products then available. Noting that most of them had been created to compete against Hidden Valley Ranch.
So what you're telling me is ranch dressing is yet another thing that I can blame capitalism for.
I'm trying to find out how much this lawsuit was over monetarily.
So was Thousand Island literally invented on a place called Thousand Island?
Thousand Island is nothing. Thousand Island is ketchup and mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Thousand Island is
That's
literally
two things.
nothing.
That's not nothing. That's two. You.
If Thousand Island was if somebody made Thousand Island on Guam,
God.
it would still just be fucking ketchup and mayonnaise.
My final thing from the ranch dressing Wikipedia page. In the section labeled popularity, ranch dressing is common in the United States as a dipping sauce for broccoli, carrots, and celery, as well as a dip for chips and bar foods such as French fries and chicken wings. This is the important part. It is also a common dipping sauce for fried foods such as fried mushrooms, fried zucchini, fried pickles, jalapeno poppers, onion rings, chicken fingers, and hush puppies. In addition, ranch dressing is used on pizza, pickles, baked potatoes, wraps, tacos, pretzels, and hamburgers. Citation needed.
There are so many foods that people want to ruin. And it breaks the casserole of my heart to hear it.
The origins of Thousand Island dressing are much murkier, but they do all generally involve a Thousand Islands region that is kind of along the border between the United States and Canada. So we could at least make that joke about how it's only like champagne or whatever if it comes from the correct region of France.
Well, it's only ranch
What would you
dressing if it comes
call-
from Alaska.
Well, no, it wasn't ranch
It's
dressing
only ranch
until
dressing.
it came back to California.
It's only ranch dressing if it fundamentally ruins the flavor of whatever you're
It
putting
was
in.
just this one plumber's weird condiment until he went to California. I really
Nope.
want to know what he was
Yep.
doing in
No.
Alaska, though, but it didn't say.
Plumbing.
Inventing ranch dressing.
Apparently.
Ice must flow.
Oh, was there a death?
Yep.
Sorry, I've been...
I am at least getting the population of this particular area culled a bit. So
When University of Wisconsin sociologist Michael Bell and his graduate students attempted to determine the origin of Thousand Island dressing in 2010, they found that the story differed among villages and islands in the region. They discovered the existence of a third origin story in which the original recipe was based upon French dressing. And then some more stuff about that. All the claims appeared to be based upon oral traditions without supporting written records. So hey, next time you invent a salad dressing, write that stuff down.
I'm just gonna...
Or name it after yourself.
I'm gonna take a little nap here. Can you wake me up when we're not talking about the worst dressing on the planet?
Thousand Island or Ranch? Because they're the two worst. Oh, that's two.
God damn it.
Okay, so I have Ken's Steakhouse ranch dressing. Ken's Steakhouse received compliments for its rich.
That's such an oxymoron in the name. What, like, why the fuck do you have steakhouse ranch dressing? Who the fuck puts ranch dressing on steak?
The president.
What the no, that's no.
The president has never eaten a steak. Ken's Steakhouse ranch dressing. Ken's Steakhouse received. The president only eats fast food. Ken's Steakhouse received
The
compliments
president eats steaks, he just demands them be well done and covered in ketchup. And I mean, like, brutally well done, not the kind of, like, well done where you don't trust the restaurant. It's unfortunate.
I legitimately
he is a
can't
crass
picture,
man at literally every
I can't
possible
picture
level.
him eating a steak. I think he gets the burger at a steakhouse.
I think he would if he wants to seem rich and fancy, so he gets the steak.
Let's stop.
then prepares it.
Let's stop talking about him honestly, because he sucks
Yeah.
and is a piece of shit and sucks.
Sure does.
This episode's already bad enough by talking about ranch dressing.
Yeah, let's just talk
Yeah,
about
no,
ranch
this
dressing.
is just... let's not talk about people who look like ranch... No, we're not...
That was good though.
The ranch
amazing.
dressing of
That's-
people.
no.
I
Okay.
appreciated that.
Right.
I was gonna call ranch dressing the neoconservative of salad dressings. So
God, what was I...
Our
We were
mindset.
talking about gamers earlier and Bloodstained. This is the thing, and this is, like, putting me in that same mindset of, like, ranch is... Like, bad, like, jarring Kickstarter backer inclusions in an indie game is the ranch dressing of video games.
I don't know about that.
Wait,
The, like, the tacky
Shovel Knight
backer
ranch
portraits in
dressing?
Bloodstained is the ranch dressing of Bloodstained.
Ken's Steakhouse. I have two to get through. Ken's Steakhouse ranch dressing. Ken's Steakhouse.
Everybody
Mo
quiet
has
down.
the
Mo
con-
has two dressings. to
Basically,
get through.
this basically same point. Ken's Steakhouse ranch dressing. Ken's Steakhouse received compliments for its rich flavor, consistency, and appearance. Although one taster said she would dip her pizza in this ranch. What is with pizza and ranch dressing? Alex, the Chicago Tribune put their name on this article. Do you just go around dipping your deep dish pizza in ranch dressing?
Hey, maybe the writer of that Wikipedia article should have cited this scientific study published in a journal of a well-regarded journal on the topic.
Another participant said it reminded him of the ranch from the salad bar in middle school. That was number 4.
That is a brutal
So I think one of the things that I'm getting is that no one really loves ranch dressing. People tolerate it because they're like basic, like, flavor shitheads. Like, no one has been like, this is the ranch dressing I live and die for. It's like, yeah, this is like a sauce that I guess I'll put it on whatever. Like, it's basically like, ugh. Tuscan Garden Ranch dressing, number 3. The most.
I have a new listicle for you when you're done with this
Yep,
one.
I
Mo.
got you. I mean, the deaths. There's gonna be it seems like there's a lot of deaths happening this stream, so we might need another
Good
listicle.
God!
How those quads, Perk?
They hurt.
The most common praise for this Aldi branch ranch dressing was the consistency, which is thicker than most of its competitors. Participants said it would be good on fries and wings, and has a creamy flavor that reminded them of buttermilk.
Why does everyone hate food? Why does everyone in this goddamn article dislike the just basic experience of all of these?
Because they're from America. That's the answer, honestly. Like, I don't even want to. I'm not going to be shitty and be like, because they're from the Midwest or whatever. Like, American food culture sucks. Like, let's be real about it. Like, we suck.
Well, yeah,
about
this is the
food.
combination of American, like, food critic culture with American food itself.
Yeah, like,
right?
massive, like, capitalism, bottom dollar racing, food critic, like, bullshit. What's the word I'm looking for? Like, snob nosery, for lack of a better word, because I can't think of the actual word. And also, like, rampant colonialism and appropriation. Like, putting those things together, it's like, yeah, we suck at food. We have no identity. We just suck.
No, this is our identity. It's
Yeah.
ranch dressing and critiquing ranch dressing.
Yeah.
It's people being like, I hate mayonnaise, and then chugging this godforsaken blend of mayonnaise and garbage.
I would just like to note, I'm gonna say the article Alex posted first, which is 15. Do you mind just hitting me with the search term that led you to this article? Because 15 signs you are hopelessly obsessed with ranch dressing.
The search terms were pizza ranch dressing because I was looking to see what sort of nightmares that would unleash.
No, fair.
And I found this first.
Yeah, I would just like to note that the site that in question is a site, a site we've all been to and frequent, called whiskeyriff.com.
So I was looking at images, but the first result in like the regular link results is a Chicago Tribune opinion page called "Ranch Dressing is What's Wrong with America."
This is hell.
Listen, the New York Times tried to do a lot of apologism.
The 16th sign that you're obsessed with ranch dressing is that you spend like an hour yelling about it while somebody tries to kill a Dark Souls boss.
So here's the thing about the Chicago Tribune's opinion about ranch dressing. The New York Times wrote a lot of anti-war stuff after the New York Times got us into the Iraq War. Is all I'm gonna say about that. Like, Chicago Tribune.
Are you gonna try to connect the... Oh my god, Mo.
I think I didn't try. I think I just successfully...
Mo, I've done so many lunges.
So, I'm down to go explore somewhere else, but listen.
I gave you the insect cladistics out.
I don't know
and
what
yet
the
you
word
decided,
that you said just is.
You decided to go for the ranch cladistics.
The insect cladistics? I was trolling you with that question. Of course bugs aren't the same. Bugs are bugs.
Pour one out for our loyal viewers who have all since quit watching the show because of this episode.
All gone back to the ranch.
Funnily, my fiance tonight, I was like, I'm recording Dark Souls, and she was like, oh, I should watch one of those episodes with you sometime. And I think I'm gonna be like, no, don't watch the one that's gonna air tomorrow. Watch the one next week where I just talk about ranch dressing. I hold court on a thing I hate for like 45 minutes.
This is the most disgruntled I've ever been on one of these.
Because I told you to do lunges, or because of ranch?
Because it's the combination of having to just not do lunges for about 30 minutes while listening to you talk about one of my least favorite foods.
Here's a counterpoint.
Like, I feel like I can't right now. I'm just standing there getting hit by these arrows.
Here's a counterpoint.
Just covering up your face in yellow bandage.
I think it would be worse if you I think it would be worse if I was talking about a food you really did like.
No,
And
because then I'd have
shitting on it.
opinions. Because then I'd have opinions. Well, but the problem is with ranch, I just have nothing to add to the conversation because everything you've described is like, yeah, that sounds bad.
What's the most ranch
that one,
adjacent thing
also
that you
bad.
like? Let's be inclusive.
Mayonnaise!
But why don't you like, so if you like mayonnaise, why don't you like ranch?
Because you put fucking buttermilk and shit
But do
in
you like,
something that
like
tastes
do you like
fine.
any of the French sauces that are basically mayonnaise with a fancy name and like one ingredient that isn't
Yeah, sure.
like
Like
sauce?
An
Chipotle,
ingredient that's
aioli?
not buttermilk.
No, like sauce. Give me a second. French. I gotta pull up. I gotta pull
I'll
up.
let you you puzzle this out.
Like sauce. What's the thing? Hold on. Sauce.
What are you doing?
Sauce grabiche. Sauce grabiche is the one I was talking about. Thinking about.
It was.
Sauce
You're just
grabiche-
making shit up.
I'm not. Sauce grabiche is a mayonnaise. I went to fucking culinary school. I wouldn't make this shit up. I have respect for food, unlike the rest of you.
That is a lie.
Um,
That is a
Sauce grabiche is a mayonnaise-style cold egg sauce in the French cuisine, made by emulsifying hard-boiled egg yolks and mustard with a neutral oil. The sauce is finished with chopped pickled cucumbers, capers, parsley, chervil, and tarragon.
That sounds great.
Yeah,
That sounds like what you put in a fucking deviled egg.
basically ranch dressing. Deviled eggs are trash.
That's not
Deviled
ranch
eggs are-
dressing.
not
There's no
basically
buttermilk in
ranch
that.
Okay,
dressing.
hold on a second. Deviled eggs are trash. And what do you have against buttermilk?
Buttermilk, like, it's just. Have you ever just like taken a swig of buttermilk?
Have you ever
'Cause it's
taken a swig
unpleasant.
of vanilla extract?
Probably.
It's bad. I did it once when I was a kid because I was like, vanilla.
Yeah.
Vanilla's sweet.
I would like to point out that I went to culinary school is absolutely the type of thing that an American food critic would use to make their argument.
That's like every time
seem-
I talk about music and I need an out, I
No,
just mention
but
that
only
I have
when
a
they
degree,
say, like,
right? Like it's that.
The only reason I pulled that out is because Peregrine or someone, if it was not Peregrine, I apologize. If it was Alex, I apologize. Whoever it was said that's not a real thing, which it 100%.
We all said
is.
it.
Okay,
Every single
well,
one of us on this
then
call said
that's
that.
why I
For the
pulled out.
for the record, culinary school is real. I do not believe that Mo went to there.
I did. No, I did.
Like, I could make up a science word and y'all would just have no choice but to believe me, right? Like, I get it. Like, you can make shit up.
No,
and
but
claim that
Google
it's real.
exists, and if you searched grabiche, you would see a thing that was the true thing that I said. Like, if you said, hey, you know what? Hey, I got aphids, but have you heard about quantum aphids?
It's not on Wikipedia.
We'd be like, it certainly is on Wikipedia. How are you spelling it?
How you pronounced it?
Grabiche.
Greviche.
No. You so close.
With a B.
The B, yeah.
Weird. This definitely sounds fake.
Okay, well, it's on Wikipedia, so.
Huh.
Yeah,
Yeah?
it's fine. It's like a remoulade, basically.
That's not a real thing.
This looks more like vomit than ranch dressing.
Remoulade is my favorite Gundam character.
God. What? If someone told you a sauce was called Quattro Vagina, what sauce do you think that would be?
I'm sorry. What?
The Gundam.
Oh, that is a good question, and I need to think about it for a minute.
The Gundam character Quattro Vagina?
Yeah, there is a.
Oh, Niko, I'm excited for you to listen to the interstitial episode.
Oh.
Yeah,
Spoiler
Zeta
alert for Gundam.
I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna give.
I'm just
the
saying it
basic,
so now you
the
can
basic,
spoil it a
the
little
basic
bit if you need
context.
to.
In the second Gundam series, Zeta Gundam, so not the very very first one from like 1979,
Not
but like
1969.
but the
Gundam
second one
1960.
from
Gundam Summer of '69.
You want to try that again?
No, I think I got it in one actually.
No, that
Yeah,
is.
Gundam Summer of '69, where Char Aznavour saves Woodstock.
Oh, they're.
What? Yes?
You have somehow managed to port the way that you say Mario that is unusual and unique to your region of the U.S. to saying the name Char Aznavour.
Yeah, Char Aznavour.
Which is kind of incredible that you managed to make that leap to another great franchise that has been
now defiled by me.
Has been running for what 40 years now.
Listen, his name is Char Aznavour.
That is not what you said the first time, but
Char
okay.
Aznavour?
That is what you said, and that is not correct.
Char Aznavour?
But so there is the very first Gundam series from like the late 70s, and then when they made the second one has a character in it named Quattro Vegeta, because Gundam has a penchant for some very interesting names. They will give you some relatively normal ones, and then every once in a while hit you out of nowhere with Quattro Vegeta. And I was already excited to listen to the interstitial episode, but now I'm even more excited.
Quattro Vegeta is one of the main characters in the interstitial episode. If you didn't know that, now you know.
Well, that makes me worried for the other characters, but I don't want to say more than that.
Nah, things are fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
It's Kingdom Hearts.
It's Kingdom Hearts rules.
I've been slowly making my way through Evangelion.
Oh my god, me too.
5 episodes so far. I'm not gonna really talk about it here, but no, I've never seen it. I've never had a good opportunity to even watch it.
I'm very curious because I'm like rewatching it, and I'm realizing that like as worried as I was about this, like it's a better show than I remember it being.
Yeah, it's always nice because like usually things from your childhood don't actually hold up.
Right, exactly. But like in this case, because I watched it probably at an age when I was too young to like get what it was doing, like going back through it, I'm just like, no, that like symbolism and like that, like the weight of this scene actually like lands in a way that I don't think I appreciated.
I love the pacing so far.
Yeah. Those first 2 episodes like are incredible by like modern anime standards, I would say, right? Like, because they're willing to take risks in ways that I'm not used to shows doing anymore, and like it's refreshing to go back to that.
Yeah, I am rewatching it also, but I only got through the first 2 episodes before we are recording this the week of SGDQ, which means I kind of ignore all other things in favor of people playing video games very quickly, so my rewatch will have to wait until Sunday, I think, to pick back up.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of with you on that, in that, like, I basically, like, I started playing StarCraft 2, like, 2 weeks ago, and then I dropped that to start watching Evangelion, and then I dropped that to play Bloodstained, which I'm, like, half doing along with watching SGDQ. So, basically, even my extracurriculars are a bit of a mess right now. Because I'm also still gardening, too. Oh, yeah, garden update. I have another species of aphid. Another discrete type of aphid plaguing
Did you invent
my
these
shit.
while plumbing in Alaska, or...?
I fucking wish, because you know what they look like? Tiny little turds. They are brown. I think they're like, it's a black, like the black
zone out for
aphid.
literally 30 seconds, and this, what?
You know how I described caterpillar poop to you like 2 episodes ago?
No.
How it's like a tiny deer pooped on a plant.
Sure.
These aphids look like that caterpillar poop, but they're aphids. And it's like, I had a moment of like, oh, this is interesting. I wonder if these are just like the other ones, but dead. No, they're like a known different type of aphid.
Fuck.
Just a tad late. That was really good though.
Yeah, that was my longest attempt so
You're
far.
getting there.
You're getting there.
I believe you owe us some ranch dressing.
I got you. Hold on. I just posted a thing on. I'll get you in 1 second.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna say real quick about rewatching Evangelion. I want that to be a more active sort of pursuit than like leaving it as background noise while I do other stuff. So SGDQ.
So every time Shinji gets in the robot, you do push-ups?
SGDQ is perfectly fine to have on while I play Judgment or Baba as you or whatever. But I wouldn't. Evangelion deserves my full attention,
Yeah.
even when it's bad, which it is occasionally.
Although Craft
Yeah,
Classic didn't receive marks as high as the winner, tasters were. Ooh, I'm gonna do a different voice. Let me see if I can get it under the pump.
What?
Although
Much like Kraft Ranch, Mo is going to try a different mouthfeel for this segment.
I would love to read I would love to read I can't do it. I'm not gonna be able to do it. I would love to read Kraft Classic Ranch Dressing in the Keen Forest or Gloaming voice, but I can't. Kraft Classic Ranch Dressing.
Kraft Classic.
Although Kraft Classic didn't receive marks as high as the winner, tasters were pleased with its balanced flavor and called it
Please, Austin, never give your Red Jack voice to the brands. I do not want to hear Austin talk about.
Mo is so bad at this.
The Red Jack.
No, the thing is, the sentence is, tasters were pleased with its balanced flavor and called it generic and inoffensive. How can I do that?
That is white people
Wow.
evaluating
The second
food.
best ranch dressing, everyone.
How can I do that in like any voice that is someone cool or like even evil cool?
Well, yeah, so your normal voice would be fine, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean that's how I just read it. Like, I don't know. Are you trying to say something?
So Niko, I don't know what happened to our NPC friends, but you are doing like a normal amount of health bar subtraction.
I'm doing
So
what?
I think they got distracted.
Generic and inoffensive with a
No, I didn't summon them.
with a
I just looked.
great
Oh, you just looked?
consistency
Yeah.
and pleasant and wait, let me try and do.
You went to culinary school. I believe in you.
Consistency and pleasant egg-like aroma. However, others said it tasted like
God.
Say that again, can you please?
like a grocery store
Egg-like
brand.
aroma?
Yeah, with a pleasant egg-like aroma.
That's not a good thing.
I think I'm
God!
doing it. I think I'm doing like a not awful Keen Farcer.
This
quote
no,
as I read
this
this.
is. I
However,
realize like this is a religious text for
Others
this,
said
for
it
this show.
tasted cheap, like a grocery store.
Is this satire?
And one taster complained that the consistency was too thick for a dressing. I think
This is
that
a
was
good
a
voice for
decent
this.
read.
This is a good voice.
I'm
for
gonna
this.
say that I think. I don't know if all.
No, you found
I
it.
don't know
You-
if all of you have listened to Twilight Mirage. I know Alex has. I think I got like over 50% of the way there for a
that was
moment.
really pretty good, I think.
Yeah, thank you.
You definitely hit the Samal kind of intro.
You should listen to Twilight Mirage.
Yes.
Because what if Samal was not a friend and also really cool in his own right?
What if Samal was Quattro Vagina?
I mean, you're closer than you think. With that
All right, Mo.
call, I'm just gonna say that.
Hit me with the #1 ranch dressing that exists. Right in my face.
Oh, stop.
Hidden Valley, the original ranch.
Of fucking course it is.
Hidden Valley's the original ranch is proof that sometimes the original really is the best. Tasters
furious.
loved this one for its creamy texture, strong tang, and peppery flavor. One commenter said this would go perfectly with pizza.
God fucking damn it.
This has to be satire.
God damn it.
There's no way this is not satire.
I feel like I really had the first half of that in like the voice, and I did it good, and then the pizza came up. Then in true Kingdom Hearts
And then pizza
fashion,
shows up.
In true Lore Reasons Kingdom Hearts fashion, and then pizza shows up. One commenter said, "No, it's not commenter. That's too like Atlanta Southern." One commenter said, "It's commenter, like with a TUH." One comment said, "This would go perfectly with pizza." And another said that the more she tasted it, the more she grew to like it. Another participant accurately called it classic. Price $2.49 for 16 ounces.
That's disgustingly cheap.
That's
a pound.
I think the only way any of us can describe ranch dressing is disgustingly cheap, for what it's worth. So,
I love that, like, it grew to like it the more they had it is such a, like...
It's just
in
fucking
what
diss.
Yeah, like, well, it sucks shit at first, but if I force myself,
Speaking of Dark Souls,
Just spooning ranch dressing straight into your mouth.
Yeah.
This is appropriate for this segment because this boss is the ranch dressing of Dark Souls 2.
No, that distinction belongs to the trio. I'm not hating this boss. It's just challenging and the run-up is long, and I've had to slowly
hear me out. Because it's the same as the one you fought from before, which was the mayonnaise of Dark Souls 2. This one's just a little more sour and got a little more spice. That's the spice right there. The sword is the pizza.
I've just logged on to Twitter.
That's bullshit. I totally dodged that.
So we see what I find.
I want that clip of just, I have logged on to Twitter, and then just died.
What am I at right now? I'm at 1:15:33. I'm gonna type that in the chat. I will make that a thing for us.
So yeah, how's GDQ been going so far? Stumbled over my words bit there.
Your letters, actually.
For me personally, there wasn't a whole lot, like, there wasn't anything I was really like super disliking to the point where I turned it off, but I wasn't super engaged by anything on Sunday or most of Monday. And then Monday evening there were some real good ones. I had Prey and Titanfall 2 back to back, and those were both pretty good. And then, in particular, they did the first 2 Metroid Prime games. And Prime 2 in particular is like a glitchy mess. It's in a real fun way. And then the other thing from Monday was the first Uncharted game, which it turns out most of that speedrun involves standing next to a wall and wiggling your character just right that they just sort of shake themselves out of bounds.
Nice.
And then occasionally, because it is an Uncharted game and you can't get away with you can't get through the game without shooting guns at least a little bit, right?
At least 700 times.
Occasionally you fire
I mean,
a gun.
Nathan Drake is voiced by Nolan North, so it's
Occasionally you fire a gun, not usually at people, but at stairs. Because it turns out you move faster when the game is in the combat state. So you shoot the gun while you're running on your way to wherever, and then just keep running. Like, the only time I think they actually shot anything was during a combat sequence near the very end of the game that is basically just on a timer, and you have to survive long enough. But most of the rest of the game was just, like, flipping through seemingly random selected walls and popping out into entirely different parts of a level. It was pretty good. There's been some good stuff today also. Today there was blindfolded Punch-Out for the Wii, which the category they did involves basically beating the game twice. Because apparently Punch-Out for Wii has what amounts to an NG+, where the fights are different and harder. And the guy who did that was Zallard, who's done like a lot of the blindfold Punch-Out stuff at previous GDQs. Zallard did, like, he was like half an hour underestimate and like 6 minutes faster than his personal best at doing the blindfold thing for that game.
Oh, that's funny.
So it's truly, it's really quite something to watch.
Realize, don't realize.
I like the Streets of Rage speedrun fair amount, partially because I listened to an episode of The Optional, which is a podcast I've been enjoying recently, where someone asked a question of like, what game would you want to speedrun? And they said Streets of Rage 2, and I was like, oh, there's Streets of Rage 1.
Streets of Rage?
Streets of Rage 2.
Streets of Rage 2.
The
You have to do punchy on mobile blades or short sword.
everybody likes to quote the Streets of Rage 2 meme about never trusting your fists. But I don't remember there being a special attack in the second game where a cop just drives up to the fight you're having and shoots what appears to be a napalm missile launcher at you and the people you're beating up.
Listen, the 90s were a hell of a time.
Sure was. Other good stuff today. I didn't have a chance to watch any of it, but people seem to like the Pokemon run that they did.
The Pokemon Crystal run is the best thing I've watched so far.
Which the biggest reason I want to watch that is apparently there's a part of the run that everybody refers to as the boring part. So what they did was have a 3-way race of an older Pokemon game in the middle. It's like, oh, we have like 45 minutes to an hour where nothing of note is going to happen, so here's a 3-way glitched race of, I think it was Pokemon Yellow?
Blue.
Oh, it was Blue. Okay.
Since
So
you blew that one.
That sounds
Since-
pretty entertaining.
Since we ran out of ranch dressing ratings upon deaths, I found a video.
No, we can't.
Did you watch Aquatic Mine yet?
How to make a salad
Did
from
you-
possessed vegetables.
Possessed
Did you-
vegetables.
Did you watch that peanut butter and jelly video I posted earlier
I
in the week?
did. It was terrible. I hated it.
Wait, I want to know more about the possessed vegetables.
I think
How did
this
they
is,
get haunted?
This is like cosplay for someone who likes salad a lot.
Is
Like,
this just a food
it's-
YouTube version of like a paranormal
It's
activity
literally
movie?
this person
This is
made, like, you should probably remove the thorns from your cucumber, and like made thorns and put them on a cucumber so he could remove them.
Mo, do you watch Kiwami Japan?
You know the answer to that movie. Oh wait, is that
They
the knife
released
dude?
a video this week. Yes.
Oh, I do watch that. Oh hell yeah. This
Because the mention of thorns and
I'm
cucumbers.
interested in. Usually, I got a little tired of Kiwami Japan because
Oh, that's a shame because the production quality just keeps getting
no,
better.
it does. I mean, I'm extremely happy for his success.
What about the production Kawamiri?
Yeah,
That joke was a calamity.
the thing that I really enjoy is not. Yeah, I just like so for a while it was like, yeah, we get it. You're good at making knives. You can make knives out of like literally everything. Like there is no difference in terms of like viewing between
Oh, hard
like,
disagree.
a chocolate knife. There are differences, but let me rephrase. I'm not gonna. They are good to watch. Like,
Mo, who went to culinary school?
I didn't go to
the
knife
record show.
making school.
Maybe
Well,
you should
maybe
have.
you should have.
You know, maybe, but you know, I don't know that I would have learned like the things I did in knife making school that still are helpful for me now.
I feel like Mo and I have switched positions for this episode. I feel like
Yeah, you're still the one doing lunches.
God, it's true. Anyway,
But like, it does. If he makes like a chocolate sauce knife versus like a caramel knife, okay, like the processes are slightly different. This is like now sharpest shark teeth kitchen knife in the world. This is getting into some. He's got gloves. He's never had gloves before.
well, if you've been up to date, you would have recognized gloves from such videos as Sharpest Styrofoam Knife.
Oh, fuck, I thought I was out of range.
No, you really weren't. You gotta back up.
Still had 3
All right.
bars.
Well, he probably did wear gloves before, but this is a different. There is a usually the process is find an object, melt it down in a certain way, mix it with something, let it harden, make a knife out of it in a very like classic knife making style. Him breaking up shark teeth is a drastic departure from that, and I'm interested to see where he goes. I don't even think
That
you can.
sounds terrifying.
I don't even think you can say that's like a like inaccurate statement. Like a lot of his videos follow the same.
Well, yeah. I mean, the videos are case studies in how to make a knife-shaped thing out of various
Even
substances,
before you get
which-
to the knife shape, it's like once you get to the knife shape, it's all pretty much identical.
Well, but the devil's in the deep. I mean, it's interesting for someone like me to see the jerry-rigged like distillation column to
Oh, for sure.
limonene from lemon pit.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. That is the interesting part of it. But like once that is.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically you get chemistry followed by knife sharpening ASMR.
Once you have the hard thing, which is like the process of distilling the lime and heat from the whatever you said. I feel like once you get past that, it is like, I guess it is kind of ASMR-y. I've never really thought about it as ASMR.
Like the channel is very aware of that too. Like the humor. So the bigger thing here, for those who have no idea what this is there's a very particular style of humor to this YouTube video in which this person makes knives out of various substances, and like to me the appeal is the weird dark humor in which there's no real explanation given for any of this.
I feel like,
and there's a timing and a cadence to every action that is so uncanny that it becomes its own genre of like dark humor.
that makes sense. I also feel like there is not a single one of the 20 or so viewers we have, 30, I don't know. I haven't seen the metrics. But and
well, after this episode, who can say?
Exactly. But
our show's bought the farm.
I feel like every single one of the people
bought the ranch.
Yeah, it's bought the ranch. I feel for $2.79 for 34 ounces. We got the cheap stuff. I feel like everyone who has watched a single Niko Souls has seen also at least a single Kiwami Japan.
I just realized that I had a whole long-winded bit in the Harvest Valley episodes about ranch dressing, and yet, like 20 episodes later, is when Mo decides to drag me through this hell.
Listen,
technically, this is actually Sparkletone's
if
fault.
only you
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm not sure Mo deserves
where,
sole credit here.
If only you lived in Chicago, where apparently to prove you're a resident of Chicago, you have to have strong opinions about ranch. You know.
No, you just have to live here for a while and try Malort once. It's really easy. The Malort's pretty bad, though.
Malort sounds like a villain.
Tips hat like Malort?
Sounds like a enemy we haven't fought yet.
Malort is definitely an enemy that it sounds like the rest of y'all have not fought yet.
It sounds ominous. TBH.
Malort
when Zealort possesses another being.
Liquor based on wormwood.
Oh, that sounds. Is it anise
like
flavored?
Absinthe?
Much worse than absinthe.
Worse
it is
in
among
like,
the worst flavors.
Well,
is it the but like is it herbal in the way? Is it like a liqueur the way that absinthe is, or is it like what's the role of wormwood here?
Oh Jesus, let me try to remember.
I should just look this up. This sounds like some Peregrine shit. Like I legitimately love bitter liqueurs.
But it was manufactured here in Chicago until about 40 years ago, and then it was made in Florida for a while. But then about 2 years ago, they announced that the Jepson's Malort factory was moving back to the Chicago area. So it's
real
home.
quick.
It's ours once more.
Did you say the Jetsons Malord factory?
No, it's the Carl Jepsen company.
Carl Ray Jepsen.
J-E-P-P-S-O-N.
Do we want to maybe
it's
do a little
Swedish.
exploration? We have a half an hour left. Like, do we want to maybe?
We can do. Yeah, we can go run around some.
I'm just. If Niko, it's up to you. If you think that you're one good run away, I don't want to be the one to take away from that.
I feel like I actually have the timing pretty good.
Okay.
And I've finally gotten the annoying run cleared out to where I can actually just focus on this boss. So
for sure,
I kind of want to keep it going.
Then that is 100% fair. I just want to make the point that we are at 30 minutes left, and if we were gonna do an exploration, it would now would be the time to start it.
I really want to try Malort. Like, this sounds like exactly the type of shit I would be into.
Come visit Chicago. It is easy to get here. It is atrocious, but so I will not do a shot of Malort with you, but I will do a shot or you have some.
Oh, sure, yeah, but this is like...
But yeah,
like
it is a
You wouldn't do a
local
shot
favorite.
of Malord while your buddy was also in a show of solidarity.
I mean, like, I'm the sort of person that, like, so the two things my friend brought back from Iceland for me were a
Oh,
Carl
Bretnevin?
and a bottle of Brennivin.
Yeah, no, it's Bretnevin.
Yeah,
The
it's
two
Bretnevin,
N's is
sure.
actually a T
Also-
N sound.
also
Bretnivin,
a
so-
trash beverage, but
Delicious. Like, I would keep
It
it in the
tastes like-
freezer and just drink it
I
straight.
hate it so much.
It's
It
delicious.
tastes like drinking Christmas.
It's so it's
Yeah, in the sense that
fennel,
it tastes
I
like
believe, right? Like it's
ingesting
a
bunch of pine needles whole. Like, yeah, in that sense, I agree. But
it's like fennel aquavit. So like it's not even like it's not sweet the way that like anise aquavit can be. It's like just a little less sweet than some of those, and I love it. Like it's that grainy, piney. It's the best.
I'm glad that you like it.
So like I'm very interested in Malort, which is like a very similar type of thing. Yeah, and people describe, like the CEO describes it on the Wikipedia page as the flavor of ass, gas, and fire,
That is
which is my
the
favorite
gas
Game of
part
Thrones
the gas
book.
part is right.
You should maybe look at what 23 seconds of this video has. I'm not really.
Yep,
Yeah.
I should say that the structure of that video is correct. Malort
I'm-
doesn't actually like
No, I mean, I'm
taste
like.
so bad itself.
Yeah.
It's got this aftertaste that is beyond hellish and never goes away.
Yeah, I don't like that video.
Oh.
When you this is what I'm gonna say.
Oh, that's.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. That one maybe needed a full scrub through.
Is that an official video?
No, it is not. That is
Yeah,
Okay.
Either way.
that is a thing that made the rounds about 6 years ago. It is a tasteless joke,
Yeah.
but I kind of can't say it's wrong. It just
Yeah.
goes too far at the end.
Well, I would have liked a little warning.
I'm sorry about that, genuinely.
No, I appreciate that, but yeah.
Don't worry, we'll just
Right.
edit this whole episode out.
It's likened to Bretnevin in the Wikipedia article, which is kind of why I think that
Do
while
not put lichen in your Bretnevin. That's just not.
listen, don't tell me what to do. I found this morning on my usual rounds of checking on my pets, as Mo would put it. I found that the one pepper plant that I keep inside, which has been doing well, like it's grown, it's nice and bushy, it's almost a foot tall. It had mushrooms in its pot, like straight up, like picturesque with the cap and everything. And I had no idea until today. Anyway, that's my story. That's basically it. I just like, it is hilarious to me that like the one thing I don't put outside is the thing that grows mushrooms. God, I was like, we're all so quiet, this is such a tense fight, and then I realized that you've done like 16% of the health bar.
I know, right?
The sword swings are actually doing good damage. Like this.
Yeah.
This fight.
It's just I can
isn't-
only really afford to do one.
Yeah, he's got like 10k health. It's a lot.
Fuck.
I mean, it's also just the magic resistance is clearly incredibly high.
Oh no! Damn it!
And you can only take like two hits, like that.
Well, it's that particular combo that just fucks you, and I timed the second dodge poorly, and then I was just stunned and just took it right in the face.
Yeah, if you do this fight with other actual humans, I forget if the NPCs are worth it or not.
I have a feeling they would die very quickly, especially with the ticking fire damage, because they're not going to heal.
Maybe. I'm not 100% sure. Because it ends up working out a lot like the earlier version of the Smelter Demon, where somebody holds its attention, everybody else gets like free hits, and so it goes down a lot more quickly, even with even with the increased health. But because of how hard it hits for any given attack, if you're doing it alone, you have to be a lot more patient, because your openings are small. Even if it didn't do the AoE when it does its like big charge up, it takes like I think 20% damage while it's doing that, and that's the case in the other Smelter Demon fight as well.
Yep. And the thing I would worry about is that with my spells doing such little damage, I would not be able to stand back and just shoot him with spells like I did when I was fighting with Lucatiel. And if I was getting in, even if I was like stabbing him in the back with my sword, I would still have to worry about the huge horizontal swings coming around and hitting me.
Yeah,
so.
if you're getting in there, you still need to like do the fight.
My legs are so tired, y'all.
Switch to arms.
Yeah, I was gonna say use your other legs. It does work out.
There's a bit. There was a bit, and I gotta commit. God, again, it feels like you've been on this particular attempt for like 20 minutes, and yet...
Oof.
This is also like, we're in the part of Dark Souls 2 that I never played, so like I don't have a frame of reference for what this fight is actually like or how long it takes.
You should try it. It's fun.
I know what I know about this fight is that a lot of people don't like it at all.
I never beat this fight. First night, didn't beat this fight.
I mean, it's the reason. I feel like the reason people don't like it is that it's just a redo, and it's not. He doesn't have new moves. He just does like the hardest version of his original moveset.
He's like the shitty friend you had in high school who never grew up but did get more money than you.
Something like that.
At least it feels like
I will say that the other stuff that we haven't done yet that is left to do in this DLC is I think really good and really cool. This challenge cave is worth doing if you want this blue fellow's sword, or there's a pyromancy if you are trophy hunting. But otherwise, I don't know, it's fine. Like, I get why they put it here.
I mean, it's the flame zone, and they had the flame dude, and you know, it's like they had the ranch, so why not make the dressing?
I'm just glad that it feels at least like it's more of a pure test of your abilities than the fucking trio was.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, it's definitely more enjoyable than that one.
Well,
my
the
recollection.
trio.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. All right, I was just gonna say that the trio is really there to test your macro, while this fight is more of a test of your micro. So I can understand,
So you're saying
why
we should use a human effigy and Zerg rush the next attempt?
Well, I'm saying on this one, if you got a good surround and timed your fungal growths properly, I really think you do shit. Because right now you're just relying on Blink for the entire battle. That's the choice.
I like that his little fire stomach makes a terrible fangy mouth when he's just standing there.
Pour ranch in it.
I think that's already happened. That's why the flame is blue and not red.
Cool ranch. This is the Cool Ranch flavor.
Yeah, the other one is nacho cheese, and this is Cool Ranch.
Cool Ranch Doritos are bad. I've never liked them.
Doritos are bad.
Yeah, all Doritos.
Nacho cheese Doritos are fine.
All Doritos are bad.
Doritos are inferior.
Doritos are trash.
Agreed.
Here's the thing. The thing is that Doritos are trash.
I mean, I went to culinary school, and I think that Doritos are pretty good, so...
God, that's like I went to music school and I like the Ruby soundtrack. That doesn't mean it's good. there are
No, but that would be saying
rap
I
segments
went to
on.
music school.
Whoops.
There are like rap tracks on the Ruby soundtrack that are genuinely some of the most embarrassing things
I bet they're amazing.
I've listened to, and I love them.
I bet they're incredible.
Oh my god. Now I'm too embarrassed to actually send you links, but there's a part of me that just wants you to understand like how bad the rap on like caffeine is.
I absolutely think Mo needs to hear these bars.
Yes, and please. We got 15 minutes left. If you don't send
It's
them
like
to
I
me,
put-
you're dead to me.
So,
is what I'll say. Like you
For reference, I was in lab like in grad school.
Oh god.
And
It's not
my
the
lab
run.
mate, like my desk mate, is one of the people who kind of got me into hip hop like more seriously. And like, I was putting my Spotify on shuffle, and I forgot that I had like Ruby tracks in there. And this came on, and he like gave me the most judgmental look when
Listen,
it came on.
I
It was
guarantee
so.
he likes trash. You just don't know it.
Oh no, and we've had that discussion. We got over it together as friends, but at the same time, he's not wrong that it's just bad. And it's like, I'm upset because I don't hate the rest. Like, Ruby music is like a thing that gives me a specific like callback to, I don't know. I don't hate it.
Okay.
But it's a choice. Is what I will say. It's no aquatic mine. Oh my god.
What is this that I'm listening to? Is this the rap, or is the rap like gonna happen later in the song?
It's later in the song.
Okay. I'm skipping to the rap because the rest of this is not.
Oh yeah, no, there's none of it that I think you'll find enjoyable.
Is this the ranch dressing of raps?
I feel like this is
So
a much
that-
weirder flavor than anybody has ever called ranch anything.
That's true. The best
I
ranch
would
is
be-
inoffensive and bland.
Listen, that's the
The
best
least-
8
the-
bars I've heard about coffee ever. Like, you know, like
I think like the lyrics I like. It's just
thick, fresh Java. Like, come on.
oh god, don't.
Is that it?
Shit. It's a very short
Yeah, it's 8
segment.
bars. Might have been 6 bars. I'm not sure.
It's the featuring part of the song.
Usually the featuring is twice to 2.5 times that long.
Maybe
Well,
they didn't have
this
the
is-
budget for that. Maybe they were working out the
Paid per bar.
what to
Why?
pay the rapper. It's like, this is my usual rate, and they were like, well, we only have 80% of that. It's like, well, you can have 6 bars instead of 8. They're like,
Okay,
okay.
Let me-
found the rap part of this song.
Oh, I was gonna say I can timestamp it for you, but
What is with this like Linkin Park ass like?
right? It's like so for reference, this is from the soundtrack to a very like well-known anime from like 2013, 2014 called Kill la Kill, and there's like the full version of this track is like fun, like a crucial track in the show. The refrain of it is like something everyone loved and like
I'm
was
fine
really looking
with
forward
this.
to.
This
And then
seems good.
the full version dropped, and it's just a very stilted delivery of like the plot of the show.
Yeah, that rap was fine. That rap was like totally. If we weren't like listening to it in the context of like the other rap that you posted before that, I would have been like, yeah, that's like an anime, like not even, yeah, just totally normal thing. I have one to hit you with once you're done doing lunges or whatever you're doing now. Gonna need you to listen.
No lunges. All right, hit me.
Hold on,
Hit me before my body is dry.
You know what? We've been trying this for a while. I'm gonna just give the NPCs one try.
okay.
We'll see how it goes.
I timestamped it for you, so you just need to hit this. You're gonna hear one chorus and then something amazing.
Oh.
These carvings are so good. I finished platinuming Dark Souls 3 over the weekend. And there was a fight that I had some assistance with. But it took a few attempts because I was in NP +2 and everybody in the fight is a little squishy when it's ramped up that much. So I died a couple times, and the same people would show back up as summon signs and not seem to mind getting resummoned, but every time I would bring somebody back for another attempt after it was my fault that we lost the previous one, I would drop a couple of the I'm sorry carvings just to let them know that hey, I'm not trying to waste your time. Back up.
I was trying.
Yeah.
Too slow.
It's difficult because the down stab has a little bit of an AoE where even if it doesn't directly pin you to the ground, you still stagger a bit.
Mo, this sounds like someone reverse engineered rap from an AMV.
This is off the Dr. Dolittle 2 soundtrack, I believe. Which
I wish Doctor did less.
can't disagree with you.
This is like if the Shrek soundtrack had rap on it.
Heal up, Niko.
Is Shrek not?
The Shrek soundtrack might have
We're
rap
just
on
gonna
it.
Google
I don't
Shrek rap.
honestly.
See what happens.
What's the worst that could happen?
What the fuck was that? Oh my god. I don't understand. He just jumped without any tell whatsoever.
Peregrine, you asked what the worst thing that happened was. And just click that video, please.
Oh
Thank
no,
you.
no! This is officially branded
Yeah,
too.
this is official.
For the viewers at home, this video is titled Shrek's Fairy Tale Freestyle. Does this start out with Shrek saying that his name is Shrek and he's here to say?
You should probably just watch it and find out. I don't want to spoil it for you.
I feel like I must as penance for earlier, so here we go. I don't usually click the links during the show.
This is. I'm trying to
It's
place like where the
offensively
accent
bad.
ends up, like because the accent sounds wrong, like uncanny in a way.
For the record, the first line is fee fee fi fi fo fo fum.
It's
So bad.
like I'll say this: the ones that I linked, like I think the first of the two that I linked, I like the like written lyrics, and I think the delivery is a little like weird. And then the second one is like the delivery itself could work, but the lyrics are just bad. This is both of
Well,
those.
is it?
This says it's a freestyle, but there's a writer credited on this, and it is not. This is
It's a
also not the
freestyle
actual
in
Shrek
that-
man. It is not Michael Myers.
Yeah, it is not. It is not. It is not Mike for Myers.
There's a guy named Mick Winger.
Yep. Yeah.
It's a freestyle in that it is completely free of any style.
Yeah.
It is a freestyle in the same way that Drake's are freestyles.
I feel like Mike Myers could sell this more than Mick
Right.
Winger.
Wow, for someone named Winger,
They're not
you
good
think,
at winging
you think
it.
they'd be able
Yeah.
to wing it.
You would, right?
If Nick won't drop the mic, drop the mic.
What?
Because I don't want Mick to talk into the mic. I'm not a rapper.
Can't see. Fuck.
No, this is fine.
We've all seen Super Hot Fire here, right?
So, is there a Frozen rap?
Let's find out.
I don't think it's gonna thaw in time for
Let
us
It
to,
Go
to
rap
listen
song,
to it.
Dear Ryan. Oh my. Oh, this is edited like a YouTube star who can't say more than 2 words without doing another take. This might not be.
Oh no.
Now he's doing a handstand on a hoverboard.
What is... I mean, swag. But...
What the fuck? Okay, what the fuck? First of all.
What? Oh, I hate this.
Oh, God.
What the fuck, first of all?
Is this,
Oh,
is
I
this
know
worse
who
than
this
the ranch dressing thing?
YouTuber is. This is someone who was very popular when I was in college, which means they've been on YouTube. They have
long.
21 million subscribers. This isn't what the video title says. This is just... That's actually pretty impressive.
There is a girl singing, putting the Frozen lyrics into Google Translate, and then back into English, and then singing the new lyrics. There is Snow White vs. Elsa, Princess Battle Rap, Whitney Avalon featuring Katya. There is Frozen Bunny Rap. There is Jack and Elsa, Mi and Amore de la Persona Equivocata. Let's see what this is.
Can we please go back to ranch dressing?
I mean,
Please.
Frozen is the ranch dressing of musicals, so...
Musicals as a genre are like ranch dressing to me.
That's true.
Wow. I am not going to stand for that.
In the sense that I can understand that other people enjoy it, but there is just very little in that format that I will ever like.
Musicals are ranch dressing in the sense that you are literally yelling your flavor at your audience. I'm ranch, I'm a musical.
Folks, I tried to listen to Hamilton, and it wasn't for me. And you can just swap in whatever musical of choice you want for that one, and that's gonna be it mostly. Sometimes an operetta I can get behind, and I'm not gonna say a bad word about, you know, West Side Story,
I would say more
but
words about West Side Story than Hamilton.
I have trouble separating my feelings about Hamilton as a, like, cultural juggernaut from my feelings about Hamilton as a piece of, like, music and lyrics.
Yeah,
I wish I could consider them separately.
I agree. Seeing Hamilton was cool.
Oh yeah, and even if I think it's
The
corny
politics
on a lot of levels,
of it,
like...
and the, like, not even the politics of it, the politics around it are, like, at this point impossible to to not at least consider with the
Yeah,
work itself.
Seeing it put on as a stage show, I understand why anyone would do that even in 2019.
Yeah. The intro to this YouTube channel is the most Dark Souls ass bullshit, and it's really gonna be weird to watch whatever follows it because it's not at all gonna be on
What,
brand.
Sista D?
Yeah.
You will lose yourselves.
I thought that was the goddamn video, and that, holy shit.
Yeah, I found a banger, y'all.
I wish that was the video.
Wait. Why can't I watch the entire hold on. Frozen.
I'm churning this off. I've made it 15 seconds and I'm done.
What about this is the thing. This is so bad. This
Oh, the Rap Battles channel. 1.6 million subscribers to this channel. Mo, how does that make you feel? This is indistinguishable from a Taylor Swift music video.
Yeah, they're both trash.
Right?
Is
Like,
better
this is
than
just...
any Taylor Swift song I've heard, aside from... Oh my god, this is so bad.
Oh, this is...
But you've seen the video of.
I take it back. The ones I linked were fine. They were fine.
Mo, you've seen the video that Taylor Swift posted on her Instagram a few years ago of her like sitting in her SUV doing the Kendrick Lamar backseat freestyle, right?
I almost certainly have not.
Well,
I don't need to watch one artist I don't really like do another artist I don't really like, so, you know. Delicate. That's the Taylor Swift song that I think is good.
Oh, Taylor Swift has come up at lunchtime conversation this week, which is part of, I think, why my overall mood has just been lower than usual. But that was the song cited as the good one from the more recent album. Oh, do not. I don't. Oh,
this
God.
Is really where we're ending?
I have to see this, but I really don't want to see this. This is my, like, Ava 4.44.
This is honestly, like, one of the most relatable things she's ever done in her life. Like...
I also want to say that this was before her, like, heel turn.
Oh, she's just
like,
lip-syncing.
In, like, 2015
yeah, this
or
is
so.
before the MAGA shit. Like, this is just her, like, doing a Vine, and, like...
Oh, that's
like
fine.
A
We've all
Disney
been
star doing a rap song. Like, this, I have no problem with this, actually.
Should not
this
have
thing
gone to
that Taylor
car.
is doing in this car is something that I, too, have done in a car in a similar fashion.
Worn a bad hat.
Hashtag
Probably.
relatable.
I'm gonna. We're running a little bit
picturing
late. I'm
Peregrine
gonna give
in
this
hat,
one more
and it's
go.
making me laugh.
Oh,
just like a
God,
bad
I
knit,
used to
like thing.
that was my hat of choice for a long time.
I don't think the summons is the way to go. They were just taking too much damage. The boss was only at about half health, and they were both about to die.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna be doing half damage to the entire second half of the boss's health bar.
Yeah, this one.
That seems less than.
This one is pretty alright with people, but the NPCs, while they are quite beefy, don't seem to be too viable.
Maybe if they didn't just stand in there repeatedly and take the big knockback.
AoE, yeah.
That's why this is a micro challenge.
Oh, I have
Still not
something
that funny.
to share with y'all on the last moments of the stream.
Realize.
Basically, so Zito on Twitter says, "I will die on the hill that the Icarus story has nothing to do with overambition and is a story of the tragedy of paternal love, that fathers can only show their sons the way, but cannot protect them once they get out into the world. Remember," said the father, never to fly very low or very high, for the fogs about the earth would weigh you down, and the blaze of the sun will surely cause your feathers to come apart if you go near them. So.
Well, that's not how fog works, so.
We're in Greek.
I think maybe
That's
Icarus
how the
was just
Greeks-
not that great at making wings.
That's probably how the Greeks thought fog
Shinji,
worked.
get in the robot.
Get in the wax.
But do not fly too low or too high.
Icarus, get in the damn wax wings.
Bearer of the curse.
Get in the damn wax wings.
Seek wings.
Seek the damn wings.
But do not.
But do not drink Red Bull.
No, it's like drink Red Bull, but not this. Drink Red Bull, but if wings persist higher than 10,000 feet, I don't know. This bit has gotten away from me. Much like Icarus taking to flight upon his wax wings, this bit has left my sphere of control.
Fuck.
And will surely collapse head first.
Oh, it's so frustrating. I'm hitting the button and it's just not going in time. All right, I'm done. It's frustrating because I feel like I basically have this fight. I can go for a solid minute without taking a single hit, but then I just take 2 back to back and it's GG. So
yeah. This fight is reminding me of the owl in Sekiro a lot. You got to make a couple good rolls, and if you don't, fuck you.
Yeah, except in Sekiro,
10
like
minutes
your movements
straight.
are actually responsive, and you don't feel like you're covered in sludge. Like every time I want to heal, it's like, okay, gotta stop and sit there for 6 seconds.
Well, you can't drink a
I don't
muddy
know.
Estus flask. You have to like carefully brush off the corpse bits from the flask on your belt.
You got to make sure the sip is boneless.
Exactly. And on that note, let's homeward bone.
That's a feather,
Congratulations.
feather now.
Fuck outta here.
Any viewers who are still with us, congratulations on surviving perhaps the most cursed episode of Niko Souls.
We keep saying that.
Yeah.
What did we talk about last week that was so cursed?
We'll raise the bar next week, I'm sure.
What did we talk about last week that was so cursed?
I don't know. Bugs on pizza.
I think the fact... I don't even remember. It wasn't as bad as this.
I'm pretty
It can't
sure that
have
was
been.
when you posted all the bugs on pizza.
Was
tried
that
to
last
forget.
Oh,
week?
yeah, but that's
That
not...
so long ago.
That was last week. Well, 2 hours ago feels so long ago,
Well,
but
yeah, because you've been fighting a boss for 2 hours.
yeah. But I feel like I just need to get the run.
Yeah.
So
I think you did the
I
legwork.
guess
this
we'll have
week.
to have that happen next time.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about the run up
Yeah.
anymore, and I generally have the timing down, and just got to be error free. But until then, Sparkletone, where can the people find you on the internet?
You can find me on Twitter as @Sparkletone and on the Waypoint Discord, where I have never once before tonight discussed ranch dressing.
Peregrine.
My name's Peregrine, and I'm here to say you can follow me on Twitch TV at any day. Peregrine38's my username. And also, I'm on Twitter. It's a terrible game. @TerrificBroth.
Don't quit
Because
your
my
day
last
job.
name's Roth.
And finally, we have Mo.
That was rough, Peregrine. I can't even,
That was the point!
was-
Yeah,
That's
I'm
the
shook.
whole
That
point
was
of
rough.
the bit.
That was rougher than chugging ranch. That was the rap equivalent of chugging ranch dressing.
Oh, so it was Hamilton.
I Can't belongs to the sea now. We will return
Mo,
next
what's
week.
did you say your social?
Oh, at ranch_swords on ranch.com, and find me streaming at ranch.tv. Ranch_swords.
Great.
We need to stop this episode before I make a ranchers only joke. Please.
Yep.
Well, you
I'm
know,
Niko.
just
You can
did.
find-
You just did.
You can find me
We put on.
we put on a ranch.
hanging out on the
We put
Waypoint
ranch
Discord,
dressing on our wings and not wax.
trying to wrest control back of my show. And you can find me on Twitter at Corey D. Shaw, not posting about ranch.
Ranch dressing.
Special thanks to Too Mellow for graciously allowing us to use his music. You can find the track Old Haunts and everything he does over at twomellowmakes.bandcamp.com. If you've missed any of our previous episodes, you can find them on my YouTube at bit.ly/NikoYouTube. We'll be back next week with more ranch dressing right here on twitch.tv/waypointcommunity at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, and we hope to see you then. Thanks for watching.